alama ya reli Mwenge wa kaunti. Tungependa pia kusikiza kutoka kwa walimu wanasemaje kuhusiana na hili swala. Nambari ya rafa ni 22422 na tuweza kusoma baadhi ya jumbe hizo tukiendelea na matangazo haya. Lakini kwanza tuangazie taarifa hii kutoka bungeni ambapo mfumo wa e-Citizen umetajwa kuwa wenye utata na ambao haukulindwa kisheria na kukosa mwongozo mwafaka licha ya kukusanya mabilioni ya pesa kutoka kwa Wakenya ili wapate huduma tofauti za serikali. Swala la umiliki wa mfumo huo pia umetiliwa shaka na hivi sasa kamati ya bunge inajadili masuala yenye utata kwenye mfumo huo ambao umekumbwa na utata. Tusikize hayo yanayoendelea.
Accounting level officer to know what services have been paid for, up to which date and to what amount and what is outstanding, so that generally between the two parties there is a clear agreement. And then unaccounted receipts in the settlement account, again, Chair, that is the issue of just the manual intervention. It means that someone must then manually intervene to make those payments and onboard them. Chair, you had mentioned about the issue of private entities. We first, on the bank accounts, Chair, our practice is that we redact or do what is called data minimization on the bank accounts on the report, but those are available for the committee. But in the report, our practice is that we minimize. The report should not be able to identify the bank account, but that information is available and will be provided to the committee. For the two private entities that had been paid 127 million was under Wandabo Associates Limited 63 million and Gold Rock Capital Limited also 63. The money was in exact equal. On paragraph 34.
On that particular one, is it somewhere in this main report? The names of the companies?
No, we had not put
but
that.
But we can provide us.
We will provide that information, yeah. Yeah, because again, just for integrity of the report, we always like not to put, but it's information because you're the requester of the service. On paragraph 34, Chair, you had mentioned the issue of, again, the lack of a governance structure. That one I have explained. And then I just want to correct something that the SOPs that we expect are during the change management on this particular item. And what we call change management is when there's a request to, say, maybe put my colleague as a user in the system. A request must be made. The SOP must define how he makes the request, who authorizes, who approves. The log is maintained for what period and for what purpose, because in the requisition that must be clear. So in the change management, that is why we are saying the SOPs must be clear, because then we cannot hold anyone accountable if a user first, say someone is identified as user one, you see the procedure should be very clear. User one, or we identify him as, if it's Adi, we say Adi dot something user, so that if we're looking at the footprints of the system, we'll be able then to say this interaction was done by this particular person. But if you leave it blank, someone can be identified as user one or account one or account two, and there's no one who will tell you who account one or account two will be. And that's why it's very important that at the very onset, that steering committee will be able then to develop as its initial process to develop those kind of things. And then the SLAs with the financial service providers, Chair, is that, remember, this money, the more it is held by the service providers, it creates the challenge of liquidity, because we are all talking about cash flow management. So if the money is with the service provider for 8 days, then we funded the service provider for the period that the money remains with them, yet government has requirements that needs to be settled within the same period. So practice is that in the SLA with the financial service providers will be an agreed date, maybe +1, +2, or immediate.